Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video I'm going to be carrying this railcar mover from here in Des Moines to Iowa City. Okay, this railcar mover weighs nearly 50,000 pounds, so it may be a little bit of a challenge, but shouldn't be too bad. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a shorter drive today. I've found that my videos get more views when I keep them under 20 minutes, which makes sense. I usually prefer videos when I'm watching them to be under 20 minutes, so I can see why a 30 or 40 minute video would be less popular. As I'm recording this, SCS just announced that 1.56 is coming out into beta testing, and there are a few new features that look interesting. I don't think there's anything major coming, but they did mention that there's going to be new dynamic loading. I don't really use my own trailers very often, so that may not affect me very much. I'm cutting through the grass there with the trailer. Earlier today, they had a live stream showing off the new Dodge Charger that's coming. It looked pretty nice. I noticed that they had a certain general, but that's not going to be an option because it's too famous. But I'm sure there will be a mod pretty quickly for that. I'm still not sure how I feel about the whole road trip idea. On one hand, I like the idea of new ways to explore the map, but on the other hand, this is more about trucking than driving cars. But it's really too early to know what it's really going to all be about. notice I'm still driving the Outlaw W900A. I still really like it, and I'm starting to think it may be my favorite truck. The 500 horsepower Caterpillar engine is really nice. As always, if you see a jump, that's probably because I was taking a screenshot, kind of like right here. Something that I've noticed, and you probably noticed too, when I took that screenshot, I also minimized ATS to check something in my web browser, and anytime I exit out or minimize ATS, I've found that the gear goes into neutral even if the shifter is in gear, and that goes for when the shifter is in gear for automatic or manual transmissions. As far as Iowa goes, I'm really enjoying driving this state. I'm probably not going to be driving around Iowa much longer because the Cruising Iowa community goal will probably be finished soon. Then I'm looking forward to getting back to driving around all the other states. As I'm recording this, it's Thursday the 28th of August, and the video isn't coming out until next Friday. I'm recording a little ahead of time, and right now there is still a lot of miles left to put on the World of Trucks community goal for Cruising Iowa. So I'm still trying to get as many miles in as I can to help that goal. I have a feeling though by the time this video is out, Cruising Iowa is going to be complete. But I really am liking this truck. It's Outlaw's W900, and it's I just like older trucks. I really wish that SCS could get older trucks, but all the big companies, they want to show off their newest trucks, and I understand that, but it would be nice to see older stuff. And you have giants out there with Farming Simulator. They have older tractors. Speaking of tractors, as SCS is getting more deals, they're bringing in some new locomotives in ETS too, and it'd be nice if we had more of those here. But I found this Railcar pusher, and I thought I would carry it to Iowa City tonight. And in the real world, it's night. Obviously, in ATS, it's daytime. I still wish that SCS would bring in more interesting farm equipment, like make a deal with AGCO. Maybe they can't get John Deere or Case or New Holland or any of the big brands, but maybe AGCO or maybe even Kubota. This load may have been a little bit too big for this truck, but it pulled okay. It's just seems to be maneuvering that I'm having trouble with. They did a really good job of decorating with the trees and the bushes and everything and medians and decorating around the streets, around the cities, and on the sides of highways and everything. It really looks good, and I'm hoping they slowly get all of the older maps updated with such good looking decorations. One thing about pulling these articulated trailers is the parking is usually pretty easy. I'll just have to pull straight into a parking spot. You know, just south of here in Iowa City is a town called Riverside. And do you know who's famous for being born in Riverside, Iowa? A famous starship captain. And I wonder if that right there is what he drove his stepfather's Corvette into. The question is, what does this quarry need with a railcar pusher? I'm always surprised when I come here and realize it's such a long distance from the place where you turn into the entrance to when you get to the checkout or check-in point. It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but I think it's time to see where to park. Boy, I was a little bit close there. And I also realized I don't have any idea where I'm going. I just know it's somewhere down here. Oh, I can actually see the outline of the parking spot. And I'm headed the right direction, so here we go. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, that was a short trip, but thanks for watching and have a nice day.